T, he's coming in with another classic. We're going to get some Sven.
Woo! Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a Sven pick into Wyvern, of course, but more importantly, Sven into the Lycan in the lane. The sniper. Imagine a Sven ripping down a sniper in that mid game. If you ever get on top, the sniper probably won't be able to itemize it accordingly until much late in the game. So if you can somehow deal with the Winter Wyvern,
yeah,
it looks like a great Sven game, but all eyes on shutting down the Wyvern. Lodine is one of the better Wyvern players in this division. I think he's probably easily top 2 for sure.
Let's have a look. As, you know, for out of these two teams, you know, without a doubt, yeah, it definitely means more for DGG. You know, as we said, you know, EU Rejects saying that they have sort of just checked out of sort of playing scrims and things. They're just going to ride out these last few games. If you're DGG, it's going to hurt a lot losing to a stack that, you know, is playing with that sort of mentality, who's not, you know, trying and scrimming, unlike you would imagine DGG is, of course.
I think for DGG at least, unfortunately for them, they're already 2-2 in the league, which puts them in a very unfavorable position of getting top 2 and being Tour 3. If you're not top 2, you're not having that upper bracket seeding for the TI qualifiers, you're going to be a lower bracket team. So you already kind of feel that your chances of getting to that top 2 is out of your hands, you're relying on everyone else. So maybe they are a little bit disheartened coming into the series because their trajectory for this tour has not gone as planned. And for EU Rejects, right, it's like
I don't care. I just
all the cares are gone. If anything, I think...
No, for sure, yeah. When you're playing with nothing to lose, right, sometimes that sort of weight off your shoulders, it makes a difference.
There's no expectations on succeeding. You're going to be a bit more loose with your calls, and there's one player in this team that wants them to succeed because they have the slot for next tour. So if they can keep themselves in Div 2, one player can make a team next tour. So
wait, who has this? How does that work?
So obviously outside of like pro teams,
yeah,
it's often one player owns the slots, and I believe in like EU Rejects it's between Exantic or Tanner. They like kind of co-own it to some degree. But most of these stacks they use democracy, and if the majority of players want to make a team in the new tour, they get ownership of the slot. But very much, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a variation of some of these players playing together in the future seasons, being Exantic and Tanner, Exantic and Shad, Chessie +1. Like, they kind of are fighting for at least an easier DPC in the new year.
And of course, you know, they're very much playing for sort of, you know, even if the team, you know, as they've said, won't stay together. You know, you want to make yourself look good as a pro, right, in these games, you know, being able to pop off and show very much your strengths, because whilst you might not be playing with this sort of roster of players, now, a high chance that someone else is going to pick you up and you'll be playing in another team.
Yeah, and I think that we haven't mentioned it, but money. Unfortunately, in the DPC system, if you're bottom 2 after 6 weeks, you get $0 dues. So if they're able to eke out that 6th place, they get $7,000, $1,000 and a bit each. Some of these players, that's obviously paying for rent, paying for their livelihood. It's really important. So yeah, not getting bottom 2. That would be one thing I'd like to see hopefully in the future. Give them a little bit of money to the teams that are eliminated.
Let's have a look. So this game round with the lane setups, are we still seeing any tough times for either side at the start of this lane?
I think the cool thing is that we have this aggressive tri-lane from DGG. Trying to put pressure on this Sven. Sniper, of course, very potent in these aggressive lanes. You just do take aim and headshot. You can poke from a distance. If you really want, you can then go like 3-point shrapnel, apply multiple slows of your other heroes. Yeah, I think the main thing is you've got to shut down the entry of game for this Sven. If Sven has a good start, Voice for it naturally, we have to counter the Wyvern. Opens up the game for him to always find this sniper.
How long are they going to keep this tri-lane as a tri-lane, do you think, down? Is this going to be for most of the part? Is anyone else needed top to help support the Lycan?
Lycan's one of the few heroes that can solo lane, because you always grab the wave, or at least you can play, but I feel like they'll keep this easy for a couple more minutes, potentially, and secure a couple more pulls, make Sven feel really bad. Once the regen's whittled down, then maybe you TP up. Also, TPing top doesn't feel good, because it's like clock plus visage. You're not really killing with the Lycan, so I think they're down to just allow Lycan to free farm top, do what he can, and just keep continued pressure.
Oh, MNC, that was the 5th stack that kept upon him. He just going to live there, got very, very low to tick damage of that poison.
Yeah. More importantly, the DGG, they have the lane in their favor. The small camp's already blocked, the hard camp can't be pulled. Yeah, Pleb's going to be free farming. If they step up, they'll probably just die.
See MNT charge back in on this.
Oh, he's just going to die. First blood to the Sven.
I mean, he went for it. The MNT just ran straight back in on the two of them. I don't know if that was ever going to work out.
It was very aggressive. They had like a double wave going into their tower. The sniper just couldn't get over.
Losing two heroes there, that feels rough.
This is actually just a disaster. This is just not what you want from your aggressive tri-lane. A little bit of miscommunication between the carry and the supports there. When the lane's pushing so healthily towards your carry, trying to skip past it and fight, it's very difficult. Sven brought out his own regen. Tanner actually TB's bottom because, again, like, you're not really pressuring top lane. So now we get to see some tri-lane on tri-lane action. The pull camp is open, and yeah, I'd argue that maybe it could swing towards EU Reject side. Still, you have to respect the three forms of slow that they provide in this lane.
See mid lane CS right now, a little bit of an edge for the Ember.
And like the panel was mentioning, a very classic lane that we've not really seen too often. Void Spirit v Ember. Skill-based matchup in regards to can the Void Spirit hit the Remnants, cancel out the Flame Guard. Who hits 6 first, who gets a rotation, helps offset the matchup. Quite an even game, or lane at least. Atlantic hits 6, but doesn't have the resources to fully commit.
Yeah, a bit hard for DGG to make a move with the tri-lane now. But, you know, EU Rejects themselves have had a solid start amongst the three of them.
Yeah, both teams don't really want to fight in this lane unless they see a clear position. Now, if the Clockwork goes in, he gets slowed, he dies. If they commit on the Sniper, multiple slows, they die. So both teams respect how much damage they can provide on each other and just posturing. And through that posturing, both carriers are still just farming through the mess.
Top lane, rotation from Azantic.
Nice TP. Yeah, Ember had to TP back to base, reset his game.
Bottom Tanner, he's going to look for the wraparound. He'll get himself in on top of Pleb. See MNT commit forward to try and take down Shad, but Shad's going to be able to kite this up. This time around, J4 should go down. Pleb able to fully focus him.
Yeah, I'd argue the pure strength that DGG does pip them a little bit in the damage for these lanes, but yeah. Meanwhile, all this happened. Sure, he killed the Viper. Azantic had TP advantage. Able to go top lane and get the kill. That's also got the Arcane Rune as well. Pretty nice opening to the game. And this aggressive tri-lane, if it ever pushes up a little bit too deep, Azantic happily will be TPing down here to find the kills. Chesty taking the tower.
This is early pressure here with the Visage. Chesty. Complete free farm, of course, in this match up top. And tier 1 taken 6 minutes in.
Familiars are stronger than Wolves at this point in the game. And yeah, very much. That one rotation from Atlantic opened up top lane. And even that tower gold early on is going to help this tri-lane situation bottom. That influx of economy.
Bottom lane loading.
Tanner looks pretty dead.
He's going to get some backup here. Tanner will put the Fairy Fire. That will keep him alive. He's going to be able to get out the side. And Azantic, he's just jumped in and cleaned up the two of them. He's going to look towards Pleb as well. Pleb, he's got to run. As Pleb will try and stand his ground. They've got the Dissimulate. Azantic, what more has he got? He's got the Pulse back up. A triple kill for Azantic.
Sven's here too.
And now with that stun, Remnant won't quite grab onto MTD. Azantic, he's got another step up.
Slight in 2.
Can
he dodge it?
Oh.
No, he's dead.
They got him. MTD able to get a good bit of a cleanup. But not before Azantic got quite a lot out of that movement there.
And top lane, Chessy's just running down Omi. Yeah, this is the battle of the spirits, right? You love to see the Void Spirit, Ember Spirit. Whoever makes that move, the other one's going to mirror them. Often going to clean up and take the fight.
Radiant's middle tower.
The ganking sniper trying to pressure the +5 Viper.
Yeah, they didn't want to chase up into the jungle there of EU Rejects.
Yeah, and the repercussions of this tri-lane action is Radiant. They don't have any stacks, right? They've not been able to create economy in the jungle for Sven to retreat to. I think they'll still be happy, though, that their top net worth in regards to Sven v Sniper. When DGG's the ones creating the tri-lane, they're the ones who are meant to be putting pressure on the enemy carry. it clearly, from net worth as it shows, they weren't able to really shut him down. Sure, they might get a couple kills here and there on these supports, but they're not the impact they really wanted from this lane. The MTD is going to have to do a lot of work to open up this game. Lycan still hasn't completed his Helm of the Dominator. He's about 200 gold away. Ember Spirit, top net worth. He's phase Orb of Corrosion. He's going to have to start running around the jungle, start poking them, start being super annoying. When Shad actually, half HP, kind of low.
MTD continuing to hunt around here. Now, MNT has been found by the two. The chains trying to hold them back, but the cogs are down. MNT is caught in them. He'll turn with the Starbreaker. They'll take down Tanner. And another Astral Step will finish off the job as MNT falls. 1 for 1. See if they can get this kill. Onto a Xantic here. The Remnant out just in time. That will finish him. Pleb. And we get the kill from the side, and MTD, he'll manage to bail out of there. TP's back to base.
And the key thing is he put a Remnant down, so he's going to regen up here, instantly back into the jungle, continue to pressure this part of the map. And this is the beautiful thing about Ember Spirit, right? With this phase, max light, corrosion build, you're just running around the map. You're poking, you're prodding, 3 points in chains. You're able to really disjoint these heroes that want to naturally just hit up the jungle for a long time.
They're looking towards Chessie. See if they want to commit him for this one. TD is in the Flame Guard though. Use the curse to set up. Coming up with the Solar Guardian as well. Chessie should fall here. He gets taken out. Questions if EU Rejects can find anything in return. We'll get the kill onto MNT. MTD. Let's pop the Invis rune. Maybe looking to reset and get back in on this. A little tough though. Doesn't have any further backup.
That's going to be the theme of the entire game though. Winter Wyvern, if you get the curse on the Visage, you set up for everyone else to get the kill. You also, if the birds aren't dropped into stone form, you can also just kill off the Visage by yourself to some degree. So yeah, Winter Wyvern, of course, high value in this game. Positioning will be key. Yeah, in Atlantic, he went for the Boots of Travel build. He respects the amount of pace that Ember's setting, so he wants to be able to mirror every move and go spirit for spirit in every side lane battle. We'll delay a little bit of his damage in regards to getting the Sanj and Kaya. Also, you can bots onto the birds with the Visage. Chessie's going for the Ags play, so you're going to have like drum Ags, some hunting style Visage with the Void Spirit TPing on top, opening up the start of the fight. Once Sven's got some more farm, all the vision will be on EU Reject's side to give Sven that perfect initiation and to potentially counter this Wyvern. But until then, yeah. Again, Ember having a really good game so far. The Sniper's catching up, just hit second net worth, uncontested in the last 3-4 minutes.
And sort of overall, would you say this is an easier game for Sniper compared to last game they're about to deal with? Or do you think it's just as difficult?
I still think it's just as difficult.
Yeah. Just
because when you have multiple forms of vision through Visage and Clockwork, backline jump on Sven, Void Spirit, and Clock, if you ever find him, it's quite an easy kill. And you do force out quite defensive itemization from Sniper, right? It's going to be the BKB again, maybe a Shard. Kind of the same style as last game. And in doing so, that delays the Daedalus, the Satanic, these kind of bigger ticket items that you'd like to see on your Sniper, just pew-pewing from the backlines.
So smoke from DGG ready to set up behind MTD around the mid. MTD, see if they can find anything. They'll head into the triangle. See Atlantic and J4 coming in from the side. Now back off. DGG, they're going to look to try and chase upon this.
This is one dead J4.
See if there can be anything more. Chessie, will keep himself out to the side. And that we'll see. He's going to back off.
Lycan wearing out in about 5 seconds time.
Tanner's ready to go. Straight in, gets the catch onto MNC. They'll use the curse to hold back the clock. And he's looking pretty dead here. Tanner will end up going down. DGG, they might just see if they can jump in for more. EU Rejects have got to be careful. They'll back off away from the tower. The space will be there for DGG to take the tier 1 down.
The EU Rejects, they can't really rebuttal this early fight and grouping from DGG right now. The value of Lycan, the Wyvern, the tankiness of Ember and Dawnbreaker in synergy. They're utilizing it really nicely to punish EU Rejects a bit.
Bottom tower is
You know, secretly off in the distance, you've got the Sven v Sniper, the farm wars. Again, I mentioned the lack of stacks. That's why Sven is behind the Sniper. Snipers had stacks, had that jungle economy, not left the triangle for like the last 3-4 minutes. Meanwhile, Sven kind of farming a little bit slower, really. Even he has the inbuilt cleave. Oh, J4.
He's going pretty deep. Trying to poke at Lodin when he didn't quite have backup. Tanner was not interested in getting involved, diving into the jungle of DGG, so a dead J4.
Very aggressive positioning by him. Just poking his head into the jungle and instantly getting killed. Struggling to find really any entry into their aggression on EU Rejects. I'd argue they might need to calm down on the fight, look more towards some big ticket item pickups, and then look for the play. You know, Shad 1-0-2 hasn't really had to do too much in this game so far. But when you're Sven into the game, you want it to enter on like an even playing field. You don't want to give away too many kills. Already a 2k lead to DGG.
All right, there we go, the back in. Tanner. He'll go for the hook shot onto Omi. Omi trying to get the ult off to run, and he should be fine. Solar Guardian backups coming in from MNT. You see Lodin fall. The ultimate pop shot. He's ready to run down more. Straight up towards MNT. They take out a second.
Wow.
DGG not quite prepared there to deal with the full 5-man fight that EU Rejects bring.
Yeah, now that was the cool bit, right? Winter Wyvern doesn't hit the curse. Chessie there with to micro the birds away. In doing so, Void Spirit that can then TP in and set up for the rest of the fight.
CMTD. He's going to be able to get the kill and get out.
Yeah, good old Ember Spirit. Oh, J4 though. 295 move speed when he's crippled. Yeah, he's alive though. He's good.
Another close start here, but 12-10. Still having a bit of a gold lead, DGG.
Just the pressure on Lodin in this game is so high. One bad cold embrace, one missed Winter's curse, then you're just going to have EU Rejects swarm over you, as we saw in that previous fight.
Very close to the Blink Dagger. And we've seen it, as we said before, Lodin has pulled off big plays on his Wyvern.
An incredible Wyvern player, and you can see that as well. Brown Book. Okay, yeah, we see the highlight here. Look at that. The birds are just out of range from the curse. Allows Void Spirit to TP in. In doing so, also Shad, for the first time kind of in the game, he's also positioned at the start of the skirmish. So DGG kind of fighting in a poor area, but the speed in which they take the kill, look at him, he's giggling. He's like, yeah, boys, 3 kills.
He's having a fun time on the Sven. We saw him game 2 not die at all. So far, so good here again in game 3. 2-0-3. Mask of Madness, Echo Saber, and straight into the Blink Dagger. You know, this man, he's looking to fight.
It's got to be so boring being a carry player. Pleb's literally not even had to move his screen for like the last 6 minutes. Just A-click this triangle.
He's loving the triangle, yeah.
No, fair play though. Some people really enjoy hitting the creeps like this. And he's done it well. Still top net worth, still beating the Sven. Went for the small crit to be a little bit greedier. But respecting that aggression, going for BKB next item.
Radiant are scanning.
Xantic doesn't have TP for 20 seconds. So as soon as he sees the shrapnel being thrown down at him, he's going to park here. Might skip the next wave. I love this build on Void Spirit when you go for the E-Blade. It's just all out, high skill, hope to get that jump, blow up the hero before they even get to react. But if he misses it, it can look pretty atrocious. But still, I like the high risk, high reward style of play when you have this itemization.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and J4 tanking up the smoke.
Nothing to be done here. Of course, DGG, they want more than just that.
And they're going to see Chessie too.
Shad's ready to fight.
Oh, whoa.
Shad just goes in with the God Strength. The Solar Guardian does force him to back off, but now they'll jump in with a Xantic. Look to control MNT. Chessie will fall. Now with the curse on Shad, they've got the setup. Got any follow-up there? Doesn't look like it. Shad still with the God Strength. Still hitting hard. The assassinate hit come in, but Tano will be able to drop the cogs, make things a little too complicated for DGG to continue to stay on top of the Sven. Still though, the wraparound from the side. MTD in with a slight change. Will set up for them to bring down both J4 and Tanner. A Xantic's got to run.
Just unable to get the damage required, right? The curse disengaged, the fact that EU Rejects aren't really all ready for that. I wasn't expecting Shad just to rip into the middle of that fight. I thought they might cut it out a little bit longer. Ember nearly going down, but able to disengage, but then run back to the fight, half HP. Runs in, slight change from a distance, gives a sniper a way to get some kills as well. But this is going to be like the rest of the game, right? As Sven gets stronger, the ability for DGG to posture aggressively will get decreased, right? At any minute, this blink stunning hero. Imagine if he has like BKB plus a crit. Completely different story there. Ember's just exploding. That's still not that window of the game yet. DGG is a lot stronger. Of course, the Solar Guardian, the evasion, will always be a thorn in the side of Sven as he tries to rip through these heroes with physical damage. Close to the Ags. Like the fact he's rushing this.
Absolutely, yeah. As you say, the save of the Solar Guardian and the saves of loading on the Wyvern do make this a bit of a more complex game for Shad to find the targets and get in and get those quick kills. Even if he does get to the point with those items, it's not easy.
DGG, they've got a massive timing coming up, right? It says Ember with the BKB. Wyvern, of course, got the Blink Dagger. They're very much ready for these bigger fights, and it feels like whoever gets the jump first, you might even be able to blow up a hero pre kind of Solar Guardian coming off, but nowadays it's kind of hard. Players are very quick to react to this type of aggression.
MTD's got to be a bit careful. The hook shot into the familiar stun, but the Solar Guardian comes in and loading. He straight away drops the curse down onto J4. Will cause the death of him. We'll see over the MTD. He's just going to get run down by Shad. Didn't have the tools to get out of there with the mana as low as it was. That's MTD out of the fight.
And that's his first death of the game, giving over 635 gold to Shad. Oh. He's played such a banging game, but that one moment of not having mana, Shad capitalizes on that.
A big kill for Shad.
The curves look so good as well, but they just didn't have the follow-up. Shad, though, he's...
Some good damage, but he's into the trees. They won't be able to keep vision upon him. Background mid, looks like Chessie.
He's underneath a sentry.
Oh, he stepped up into dangerous territory here, Chessie.
Do love me some Gravekeeper's Cloak.
Let's see if he can run. He has got a fair bit of movement speed. And looks to be enough to get him out of there, so we'll actually get away.
Some good old OS frogs there. What a hero. Oh, me? Just trying to solo Roshan. Alright.
It's going to be scouted out.
There isn't a Sven ult, that's why they're trying to pressure this.
And surely EU Rejects are going to want to say something about this. They have hookshot at the ready. Could at least look for a steal, because DGG, they are pushing to finish this.
And they haven't scouted out Tana. Okay, now they have.
They'll know where he is now.
Will he be able to get the steal? Come on, Tana.
It's going to be blocked. He can't get the angle. Ooh, I still can't get the angle. He does, but he just comes in a little too late. Roshan secured an Aegis into the hands of MTD.
Yeah, MTD has been the star of the game so far. You give him the Aegis, he's about to pick up a BKB. EU Rejects can't really rebuttal this Ember cutting through their backlines. This is going to be the type of team fight where Ember jumps in, and then the Voice Threats have to try and ignore him and then jump the backlines, and they have to hope that Ember isn't able to then get back behind the fight to help out. It's all about the jump and who they find. Both teams have quite a lot of... I'd argue EU Rejects, they have more explosive damage with their jump, but DGG, they are some of the kings at counterplay with the heroes that they have, how elusive they can be. If EU Rejects are sloppy with their initiation, the turnaround potential and the longer drawn-out fights do lean towards them.
Whoop!
Yo, that was so close. He's going to find him on the return. He's going to land straight on top of him.
Oh, he's found him. And he'll use that curse. Put a stop to the TP.
That was so close.
And then we got Ags and M&T, so it really is going to be that much more difficult now for Shad to get in and find these kills. You can't write off how annoying that evasion could be to deal with.
The key thing is, though, they have this spirit hero, right? We saw in the previous game, the tiny jumping in, baiting the BKB, disengaging. It's the exact same thing you need to see from Exantic in this game. Cut back, pressure the sniper with the E-Blade, force out the Solar Guardian, reset, and then give your Sven free passage to enter the fights. If you try and do an all-in-one jump on a hero, you're probably not going to kill him through the Solar Guardian. Again, they have the heroes to bait and to poke and to prod. They're smoking up. BKB on Sven now, level 18, 3 points in ult. Ideally, they want to find a different hero other than Ember. They don't want to be jumping him. Lycan could be a good hero to start on. Well, they found the Wyvern, perfect.
Shad takes Lodin out straight away. They're in on top of the sniper. Solar Guardian coming in that evasion, keeping Pleb safe for now. And in fact, it's allowing him to just stand his ground, shoot back into Shad. The chains will catch Shad on the attempted escape. They're going to be able to take him out. Shad goes down. Pleb will finally get burst through. And we'll see the chase now from DGG as they're looking for the cleanup. They get the chains into the Starbreaker. Another kill for MTD. And down the mid, Own Me dives in, takes out J4.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Chessie. Got the chains set up. See if they've got the damage here. Own Me's heading over as well. Should be able to find him. MNC will get taken down. But the cleanup, it's there from DGG. They take out 4.
Even with the perfect jump on the Winter Wyvern, you see there, they go onto the sniper after their Solar Guardian's down, and Sven, he just stays a little bit too long inside it. 2, 3 right clicks, the evasion kicking in, not able to get any kills. And in doing so, the BKB's then wasted, allows Ember to poke and prod. MTD, really just having a stellar game.
Yeah.
You play against Lycan, you lose a fight outside your base, you're going to lose your racks.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
They'll try to stay for anything more. Doesn't look like it. They'll back off. Tanner already trying to disrupt the creep waves in the mid. Got the full Desolator coming out now for MTD. Off the back of that fight. But indeed, we're really just saying that it's a lot of farm on Shad, but it's not a simple game for the Sven.
Yeah, it's less about the big team fights, but more about the quicker skirmishes. It's how potent Winter Wyvern and Dawnbreaker are. If you jump the Winter Wyvern, the Dawn will help the next core. If you jump a core, you have then the Solar Guardian and the Cold Embrace and the Curse. There are so many things you have to think about in initiating. It's not as simple as kind of run and gun. Get throughout the map and find kills.
Of course, DGG. 40 seconds left on the Aegis here for MTD. Starting to bring the bottom creep wave round. EU rejects, they're going to attempt to jump them, catch them by surprise from the side.
Dawnbreaker again, so defensively positioned mid-tier 2, ready to Solar Guardian in if needed.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
DGG, they're playing it cautious. MTD to the side, will find Tanner. They'll get him. Oh. Tries the hook shot back over to the side, but it'll still go down. Will stimulate in aggressively. Pleb's able to put the BKB loading. Cold embraces himself, but he will still die to the magical burst for Soul Assumption. Dive into the base, and Xantic is found. They have the familiar stuns, catching out the two of them. Shad is in, but again, the Solar Guardian counterplay coming through. It's in with the heal, in with that evasion. As they're ready to keep the push on, and of course that was the BKB and the Ghost Trick used by Shad, again just completely counteracted by that Aghanim Solar Guardian evasion that was provided. Dive into the base, they'll cut down Shad with the Sleight of Fist. As with the Sven gone for a minute, and Xantic also well and truly out of the game for 40 seconds, DGG more than enough space to take a second set of barracks.
It's a perfect demonstration of how to play Dawnbreaker there. Very patient, not even near the engagement, just waiting for that opportunity to use his ultimate. And Sven, you know, pops BKB, jumps in. You just can't eat through that evasion. It's just too difficult. Just 0 damage pretty much.
And our player with the Satanic on top of the BKB.
It's so hard to kill.
You can't jump and kill this sniper anymore. As the tier 4 start to fall, they'll look to pick up some kills as well on what should be the way out of this game. As Xantic will be back up, but no buyback available on either J4 or Shad. Zomi's looking to close it. Come with a hook shot, trying to jump Pleb, but of course without lifesteal he can stand his ground, turn towards Tanner, shoots down the clockwork. DGG, they'll get back on with closing it up, and there it is. GG is called. DGG will secure the victory this series 2-1 against EU Rejects.
This is such a difficult game on who to give MVP to. Do you give it to MTD for his near perfect game, 12-1 and 12? Do you give it to Lodin and